Mic check, check, mic check, one.
One, two. G major. Second half of the duet.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Columbia State Community College would like to welcome you to the Webster Athletic Center. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with the exits located in the front and rear of the gym. Also, please take this time to silence all electronic devices. Thank you.
Candidates and guests, please be seated. Good morning. Wonderful morning, right? Let's start and show our candidates out here how proud we are of them. My name is Janet Smith, and I'm the president of Columbia State. And to the 17th Lancer Pipes and Drums, Dr. Mark Lee and Ms. Holly Schultz of the Performance Ensemble, I extend a very special thank you for the wonderful music you had today. Let's show them how much we appreciate that music. Graduates, faculty, staff, family, friends, and guests, it is my honor to welcome each of you to Columbia State's Spring 2026 commencement ceremonies, honoring the accomplishment of candidates for the Associate of Applied Science and Technical Certificates. It is an exceptional day, and I'm delighted that each of you are here to celebrate with us the accomplishment of the students who are in front of me. If you have a social media account, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or whichever, we encourage you to use it. We encourage you to also use the hashtag at Columbia State with the hashtag Columbia State Grad26 to help spread the word about the wonderful graduates today and their accomplishments. It is a very special day, and it's special for several reasons. First, foremost, it is a day of celebration and accomplishment. It is a day of recognition and transition. These candidates set a goal. They set a goal and they have accomplished it. It was a lofty goal, sometimes a hard-fought one, but a goal that they accomplished. So one more time, before we start everything else, let's show them what we think of their accomplishments. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce those at Columbia State who have worked tirelessly to ensure the personal, professional, and civic growth of our students. And through their work as a team, they form a solid foundation for leadership of the students at Columbia State. As I recognize each group or person, I ask that they stand and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Please hold your applause to the end. Dr. Denise Carr, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Ruth Ann Holt, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Tammy Warren, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Ms. Bethany Lay, Vice President for Advancement and Government Relations. Dr. Shane Hall, Vice President for the Williamson Campus and Community Engagement. Dr. Kevin Ratcliffe, Vice President for Partnerships, Workforce, and Southern Campuses. Then there is the college leadership. College leadership, men, please stand. This council is representative of the leadership from across the college and is instrumental in shared governance. The faculty, one of the most important relations, faculty, please stand. One of the most important relationships of the college is between the faculty and the student. Columbia State is blessed with exceptional faculty who are noted for their scholarship, teaching abilities, caring attitudes, and great concern for the students that we have at Columbia State and their success. Then there is the specialists, the administrative and operational staff. Please stand, and they're spread throughout the hall working today. These are individuals that are in admissions, financial aid, registration, business services, counseling, student engagement, communications, advancement, safety and security, maintenance, and administration, all playing a pivotal part in providing for the successful education of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates and guests, please help me in thanking these individuals for the work they do each and every day to get to the Please be seated. Seated in the middle is the family and friends of our commencement speaker, Ms. Kayla DeBose. Thank you all for being here today. Very pleased to have you. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Denise Carr, Vice President of Academic Affairs, to recognize the recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Award. Dr. Carr.
Thank you, Madam President. Each year, Columbia State faculty selects one of their own to be honored as the Distinguished Faculty Member of the Year. This honor carries with it a monetary tribute provided by the Columbia State Foundation. I am pleased to announce that the recipient of the 2025-2026 Distinguished Faculty Award is Dr. Jessica Evans. As Dr. Jessica Evans makes her way to the podium, I will share comments from her colleagues in their nomination of her for this award. She is recognized for her dedication to student success, academic excellence, and engaging learning experiences. She is known as approachable, positive, and supportive, with a strong ability to connect with and inspire her students. Dr. Evans is an associate professor of English and co-director of the college's Quality Enhancement Plan. She is actively involved in the honors program, leads Sigma Kappa Delta, and supports initiatives that strengthen student learning and engagement across campus. Her passion, leadership, and commitment truly make her deserving of this honor.
An award of distinction is the President's Medal, which is recognized and honors an outstanding member of the faculty and staff. The recipient is the bearer of the college maze at commencement. The award also carries a monetary tribute provided by the Columbia State Foundation. The Review and Selection Committee is comprised of the past President's Medal recipients who are currently employed at the college. Nominees are reviewed for the following qualities: fulfilling Columbia State Community College mission, enhancing the college experience, and promoting and strengthening Columbia State Community College's community relations. It gives me great pleasure to announce that Ms. Yolanda Ogilvy, enrollment recruiter, is this year's President's Medal recipient. As Ms. Ogilvy works her way to the podium, I would like to share some things with you that her colleagues have said. Ms. Ogilvy is grace under pressure, and it truly describes her. Her integrity and work ethic are unmatched. She is a dependable, positive, and supportive team player. She consistently goes above and beyond for students and colleagues. She represents the very best of Columbia State. She brings a positive attitude to everything she does. Please join me in recognizing the excellence of our President's Medal winner, Ms. Yolanda Ogilvy. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you your commencement speaker, Kayla DeBose. Kayla will walk today with her friends and fellow graduates to receive her Associate of Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology and an Associate of Science in Agricultural Business. She has distinguished herself through exemplary leadership, academic achievement, and a strong commitment to the veterinarian profession. As class president of Veterinary Technology class of 2026 and a member of the President's Leadership Society, Kayla demonstrated professionalism, initiative, and a dedication to excellence within her program. She is an active member of the National Association of Veterinarian Technicians in America, the Tennessee Veterinarian Technician Association, and the Feline Veterinarian Medical Association. Kayla is the recipient of the Rob and Christie Veterinarian Technology Scholarship and the Zotis Animal Health Foundation AVMF Veterinarian Technicians Student Scholarship. She is preparing to sit for the Veterinarian Technician National Examination and plans to practice in the equine medicine and upon licensure. Kayla intends to integrate her experience in veterinarian technology and agricultural business to support and expand a family-operated green bean harvesting enterprise while contributing to the advancement of both the equine health and agricultural practice. The 2026 speaker, Ms. Kayla Du Bois. Please help me welcome her to the stage.
Thank you. Good morning, faculty, friends, families, and my fellow graduates. Today isn't just about graduating. For all of us, this is another chapter in our story, one defined by perseverance, growth, sacrifice, and the moments that tested us in ways we never expected. And just because this chapter is ending doesn't mean that our story is over. In many ways, today is not an ending at all. It is proof. Proof of the late nights, the early mornings, and the missed sleep, the hard lessons, the unexpected setbacks, and the determination it took to keep going anyway. I remember sitting in my car before one of my first classes, staring at the building and thinking, I really hope I belong here. I had the books, the schedule, and all the excitement that comes with starting something new, but underneath all of that was uncertainty. If someone had asked me that day if I felt ready for this moment, I probably would have said yes, and I would have been completely wrong. Because it turns out this journey was never about being ready. It was about having the perseverance to keep going when things got hard, and the willingness to keep showing up even on the days we questioned ourselves. It was about learning that confidence doesn't always come first. Sometimes confidence comes later, after the failures, after the long nights, and the moments when you almost convinced yourself that you couldn't do it. And somehow, through all of that, we all made it. Not because it was easy, not because we had it all figured out, but because we kept choosing to move forward even when it would have been easier not to. And I know I wasn't the only one who felt that way, because if we're being honest, college didn't exactly go the way any of us expected it would. There were moments we felt confident, and then there were moments where we wondered what we had gotten ourselves into. Moments where one difficult class turned into 3. Moments where one exam felt like it determined our entire future. Moments where we had worked harder than we ever expected just to earn that passing grade. And somehow, it wasn't even school itself that made things hard. It was life. It was balancing jobs, responsibilities, financial stress, family obligations, personal struggles, and the reality that life doesn't stop just because you have an exam the next morning. It was trying to be present for everyone else while still trying to hold yourself together. It was learning to carry pressure without letting it stop you. It wasn't just one difficult moment. It was a series of them. Long nights, early mornings, and responsibilities that didn't slow down, because life didn't pause. There were moments where success felt close, and moments where quitting seemed easier, but that matters, because perseverance is not loud. It does not always look impressive. Sometimes perseverance looks like studying one more hour when you were exhausted, walking into class when you felt defeated, asking for help when you really didn't want to. And sometimes it looks like failing, learning, and having the courage to just try again. Perseverance simply looks like refusing to quit. And still, we kept going. And the truth is, we were never alone. At every step of the way, there were people who helped us keep going, even when we didn't realize how much we needed it. Oh, sorry. To our faculty and staff, thank you for pushing us, challenging us, and expecting more from us than we sometimes expected from ourselves. Thank you for teaching us lessons far beyond the classroom. Thank you for reminding us that growth often comes through discomfort, and that the standards you all held us to were preparing us for something much bigger than graduation. You were preparing us for life. and I think you did a great job. To our families and friends, thank you for your patience, your support, and for standing beside us through every late night, early morning, and everything in between. Thank you for listening to our stress, celebrating our victories, and reminding us who we were on the days we forgot. This achievement belongs to you too. And to my fellow graduates, what an incredible group of people to share this journey with. We didn't just get through this, we came out better because of it. We laughed through stress, survived deadlines together, encouraged each other on hard days, and found friendship in places we never expected, and I think we can all agree to that. We came here to learn information, but what we gained was much more. We learned how to keep going when things didn't go as planned, and we learned how to adapt when the path wasn't clear. We learned that progress doesn't always look perfect, and that sometimes it simply looks like showing up and trying again. We learned that success is not built in one perfect moment. It is built in small decisions that keep us going. As we leave here today, we're stepping into a world that needs people who are willing to show up, work hard, and make a difference. Not people who have all the answers, but people who are willing to keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward to find them. People who understand that success isn't about never struggling, but continuing to move forward despite of it all. People who know that strength is often quiet and resilience is built in the moments that no one else will ever see. Because remember, not long ago, many of us were sitting in our cars, wondering if we belonged here, wondering if we were capable, if we were enough. And today, we know the answer to that question. We did belong here. Not because the road was easy, and not because we never doubted ourselves, but because we kept going. And sometimes, that is the greatest achievement of all. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. In the spring of 2011, the President's Leadership Society was founded. The establishment of this society was based on the belief that leadership is inherent in the lives and that we all have a leadership role. The President's Leadership Society is open to all students at Columbia State and requires only their commitment to involvement in learning, participation, and helping others. To earn a President's Leadership Medallion and a President's Leadership Society graduate, members must complete activities that include leadership sessions, self-management and goal setting, campus life and cultural events, civic understanding, community service, and they must graduate and participate and march in the commencement ceremony. Today, spread across 2 ceremonies, we have 9 Leadership Society students who have completed the program requirements and are graduating. Each is wearing the President's Leadership Society medallion, which was presented at an earlier ceremony. For recognition, I ask the spring 2026 PLS graduates of this ceremony to stand and be recognized, and I ask all of you to join me in saying congratulations. Thank you. So it is that time, a very special time for the conferring of the degrees. So I will ask Dr. Carr to join me at the podium.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty and administration, I present these candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree.
With the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the state of Tennessee, I confer upon you the Associate of Applied Science degree with its full privileges, honors, and responsibilities.
Candidates, please be seated. Now, will the candidates for the technical certificate please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty and administration, I present these candidates for the technical certificate.
With the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the State of Tennessee, I confer upon you the technical certificate with its full privileges, honors, and responsibilities.
Candidates, please be seated.
Xander Wayne McElroy. Linnea T. Brewer. Autumn Paige Coughlin. Theodora Elizabeth Greenman. Amaya Faith Marie Jones. Brittany Nicole Long. Nicholas Perkins. Julia Neve Sunshine Powell. Giselle Angelique Sanchez. Josiah Phoenix Sanchez. Janae Basil Awad. Jenna. I'm doing it again. Jenna Basil Awad. Natalie Grace Campanelli. Gabriella Rose Curtis. Zoe Elizabeth Duke. Madison Ann Merritt. Adrian Rosado. Darius Charon Timmons. Natalie Desiree Fields. Mira Delane Dodson. Adrian Paul Rizzuto. Colby King. Elliot Elijah Moore. Nicholas Ethan Murray. Brittany Amber Howell. Braden Michael Paul. Gabriella Nicole Suter. Ashley Nicole Alday. Sylvia Christina Juarez Easterling. Noah Bennett Bailey. Nathaniel Colvio. Matthew Hunter Coleman. Donovan Lynn Dilday. Colin Dean Fuller. Parker Garrett. Hunter Neil Lang. Gentry C. Osment. Logan Deal Phillips. Ethan J. Pronk. Kalan Sabi. Cameron Philip Beeching. Isabella Michelle Carr. Joellen Opal Hewitt. Riley Grayson Holt. Anna Maria Martinez. Abigail Elizabeth Alex. Sarah Anye. Morgan Stilson. Lainey Kate Weathers. McKinley Anna Woodard. Brittany Yates. Jalea Justine Burchell. Megan Ann Burdette. Sarah Kate Kreider. Candace Jade Cruz. Megan Rochelle Davidson. Alyssa Grace Dostie. Emily Guthrie. Lindsay Diane Henson. Alicia Marie Jones. Sarah Grace Lawrence. Anna Maria Learn. Ariel Nerese Layla Mays. Catherine Malaya McCraw. Madison Grace Nolan. Kylie Dean O'Connor. Aletha Nicole Parton. Gavin Oldham. Emma M. Anderson. Nylisha Nicole Dean. Alexis Marie Denablo. Corbin A. Witherspoon. Carmaine Taylor Alderson. Ella Leeling Barton. Sydney Caroline Blackwood. Madison Lorraine Downing. Kayla Mae Dubois. Jordan Rose Foss. Emma Grace Hampton. Artie Patel. Kyla Polk. Tara Pitts. Kylie Jean Edwards. Rebecca Lynn Horning. Katie Michelle King. Madison Yvette McGill. Ansley Leanna McLean. Carla Azucena Navarro. Kimberly Melissa Reyes. Zoe Love. Haley Ray Perez. Joseph Lane Richards. Renisha Monet Thornton. Caden Antonio Garcia.
Christopher George Johansson. Olivia Johnson. Coley Grace Keller. Andrew Lance. Lucas J. Lilly. Paige Maxie Richard. Cooper David Mage. Addison May Haley. Caroline Luna. McKinley Claire Schramm. Caitlin Paige Statler. Christine Wentworth. Megan Jade Woodall. Shelby Faith Flippo. Emma Grace Allen. Isaiah Brown. Samuel River Cody. Ada Gabrielle Fisher. Brianna N. Gahn. Elizabeth Grace Nesbitt. Tammy Jane Marie Potter. Braden William Nix. Shelby Lynn Clark. Dominic Vincent Casson. Andy Carventes Jimenez. Patsy Holohan. Kayleen Joseph Hood. Farah Watson Lander. Ferrara. Aubrey Ann Salvinsky. Joseph Thomas Southall. Haley Skylar Tarkenton. Ashley Nicole Tulipano. Caleb Sprung Hollister. Thomas Asher Redden. Peyton Ellis Robertson. Julia Tarmantanto. David Everett Ward.
Graduates, please rise. Commencement as first defined is the first existence of anything, the act or fact of commencing, to rise, to give origin, to begin, to start. Today, we have honored the culmination of your work as a student at Columbia State, which gives rise to your future. Now you will symbolically begin your new direction by moving your tassel from your right to your left. Graduates, move your tassel. Now my pleasure to confirm today's graduates of Columbia State Community College. Again. Please be seated. It is now our pleasure to confirm today's graduates as Columbia State Community College alumni. At this time, I ask Ms. Shania Dubert and Ms. Katie King to join me at the podium. The college and its alumni are represented by Ms. Shania Dubert, nursing instructor, and Williamson campus and the active Columbia State alum. The graduates are represented by Katie King, spring 2026 graduate who received an Associate of Applied Science degree in respiratory care and plans to be an active alum. Katie.
Ms. Dubert, standing before you are the degree recipients for Columbia State Community College that have graduated during today's ceremony. Speaking on behalf of the student body, we request that each of these graduates be formally added to the list of alumni of Columbia State Community College. We pledge our continuing allegiance and devotion to this great college. We ask that you accept our pledge and direct our service.
Thank you, Katie. To assist and begin with the induction, I ask that all Columbia State faculty and staff who graduated from Columbia State please rise and remain standing through the induction. I also ask that all members of the audience who are graduates of Columbia State to rise and remain standing through the induction. Members of the graduating class, congratulations. We accept your pledge and welcome you to complete a fellowship with the alumni of Columbia State Community College. As the college is important to you, you are important to the college. You are the college representatives in your chosen fields and in your communities. The strength of Columbia State is gauged by the strength of its alumni. The college will be your gateway to fuller, more meaningful lives. The alumni join you in your pledge of service and fellowship, that as alumni, together we may continue to grow in service to our great college, communities, and nation.
To the newest alumni of Columbia State Community College, we extend our congratulations and we acknowledge your continuing commitment and connection to the college. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest Columbia State alumni, the graduating class of spring 2026. Many candid photos have been taken by Columbia State staff today. Their photos will be posted on the Columbia State Alumni Facebook page. You can get to that page easily by visiting the college's webpage, clicking on Alumni, and looking for a link to Facebook. While on the Alumni Facebook page, click the like button, and you will receive updates periodically. Then, if you would like, go to the Columbia State page and like it as well. It is a very great way to keep up with the happenings at this college. I also encourage our graduates and any former individuals, former alumni, to connect with Columbia State via LinkedIn. It is a great way to keep connected and share your accomplishments with your college. Graduates, as you recess down the Hawkins Promenade, you will enter the alumni lawn, an area provided for a photo and a meeting with family. Before you leave for home, please take with you and proudly display a proud Columbia State banner or yard sign. It has been printed for you. And finally, as the recessional begins, I ask the audience to please remain in their seats and keep the aisles and doorways clear until your graduates, faculty, and staff have left the gymnasium. You meet your graduate out on the alumni lawn in front of the gym. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And before we go, one more time, let's show them how proud we are of them.